Hello again, Mr. Adams here for another great music lesson. This will be the last all-class video. After this week, I'll have a video for every grade or every couple grades just to combine a couple. But this is for everybody, for kindergarten all the way to 5th grade, because this is something that everyone needs to know. Hola de nuevo, Señor Adams aquí, listo para compartir algo grandioso. Este será el último video que haré para todos. Después de esta semana, habrá más de un video para diferentes grados para que coincida con lo que los estudiantes en persona están haciendo en música. So the videos from now on will go with the lessons that are going with the students that are actually here. But since no one else is in here except for me, I'm making a video for everybody. So today, we're talking about how music can change your emotions, can make you feel different things. So you can feel happy, you can feel sad, you can feel angry, and you can show that with your face or with your voice or how you act. For example, if you've got a ball, and you throw the ball for your dog, and your dog brings it back, but the dog doesn't want to give it to you, you can say happily or nicely, "Give me the ball," and you can say it nicely like that, or you can be irritated, "Give me the ball." So my voice and my face looked different to tell that dog, oh, he's happy, he wants to give me I want to give him the ball, or he's irritated, I need to give him the ball. Even if a dog doesn't know our words, they can tell that we're angry or we're irritated or we're happy or we're sad, because sometimes dogs can actually see, oh man, my owner's really, really sad right now. Si escuchas la música con atención, escucharás diferentes instrumentos tocando de diferentes maneras para hacer que ocurran diferentes sentimientos en ti. Es como decir, dame la pelota, give me the ball, is what I'm saying right now. Give me the ball to the dog. Puedes decirlo en voz baja, en voz alta, con amabilidad, con maldad. Independientemente de cómo les hables a ese perro, no saben exactamente qué estás diciendo, pero pueden escuchar tu voz y se sentirán de alguna manera por cómo estás hablando. So even if the dog doesn't know what we're saying, the dog can kind of get what we mean. And just like if we're playing an instrument, there's no words there, but the listener can hear that, oh, it's a happy sound, it's a sad sound, it's an angry sound. And actually, I'm going to show you right now some ways that music can change just a little bit so you can feel those different emotions in the music. Okay? So here we go to the piano. If you listen to music carefully, you can hear the same instruments playing different ways. So one family of instruments, and there are 4 by the way, we'll talk about that later. One family of instruments can be played in a bunch of different ways and sound different and give you different feelings of that music. I'll play you some of that later, but right now let's talk about how you can hear the difference of the same song playing the same rhythms, the fast and slow sounds, you remember, but they are going to be played with different loudness and different sort of feel to it. You'll be able to see when I play this song in different ways. If you want it to sound happy, sad, mad, or anything else, they have to sound a certain way. Si quieres que la música suene alegre, triste, enojada, o cualquier otra cosa, los instrumentos tienen que sonar de cierta manera. Por ejemplo, voy a tocar la misma canción en mi piano, y necesitas escuchar y pensar cómo la música intenta hacerte sentir. I'm going to play the same song on my piano 3 times. and I'm going to play it a different way each time. So, first one, I'm going to make it sound happy. Listen to how the notes sound to make it sound happy. Te daré este intenta sonar feliz. If you were looking at my face, you saw that I was smiling and I was enjoying it. My feeling of how I felt helps make the music feel that way too. You'll see that on the other two. So how did it sound when I was making it sound happy? Okay, so I would say that the notes sounded bouncy. They're medium loud. They don't have to be loud or soft in order to sound happy. It can be quiet and happy too. It can be loud and happy. But having it those two different ways, those two different things, the bouncy notes, and they didn't sound aggressive. That wasn't pressing them very hard. Let's do that part next. I'm going to play it sounding angry. I messed up a note at the end, but you heard the note sounded more aggressive. And you heard my piano, the sound of me pressing on the key so hard actually made the piano make a different sound that wasn't just a note. It was a sort of a tapping on the notes that I was playing them so hard. But you also saw my face was kind of angry looking, and I was putting that anger feeling in my instrument. I also played it a little bit louder than the last time. The first time was, this time was louder, and the notes sounded harder. It sounded like punching notes instead of like bouncing. Here's a third way, and let's see if you can figure out how I'm trying to play it right now. Que esto? What was the feeling behind that one, do you think? Was this one louder, quieter? Okay, it was quieter. Did the notes sounded more bouncy or pushy, or did they sound smooth? Okay. They sounded pretty smooth to me. I tried to play them smooth anyway. So what does that mean for how it could sound? Well, I'm going to play it in a slightly different way, and I want you to listen to how it sounds even more different and more like the thing I was trying to make it sound. So I changed one note. I made one note a little bit different, and that made the whole thing sound more sad. I made it sound sad by changing a note, but I made it sound sad earlier just by changing how I played the notes. So when we play instruments, and when we sing, and when we do certain things in music, you need to know how the song is supposed to sound. Is it a happy song? Is it a sad song? Is it an angry song? Now, Mary Had a Little Lamb is not an angry song, it's a happy song about a little girl and her pet sheep. So when we talk about music, think about how it makes you feel. Listen to the steady beats. Listen to how fast it goes. Listen to how the notes are connected. Are they separated notes or are they connected notes? And we'll play with that when we play instruments too. I'll say, make it sound happy, make it sound sad. And we'll do that as an exercise to make you pay attention to how music sounds. Viste mis manos tocando de diferentes maneras, moviéndose más rápido o más lento para hacer que el instrumento sonara diferente. Eso es lo mismo para todos los instrumentos. Los músicos tienen que tocar de manera diferente para que el sonido sea diferente. On my screen, I have 6 different songs, all that use different moods to make you feel different things. It's kind of like in a movie where different parts of the movie have different sounds with the music in the background. Aquí en mi pantalla tengo diferentes estados de ánimo o ideas. La música de cada uno de ellos está hecha para hacerte pensar en la emoción. Listen to the first one. This one is suspense. I'll play that again. Gonna stop it right there. So, how did that sound to you? This might be a word you don't know, unless you're one of my older students. But suspense is the feeling that something bad might happen. I mean, look at the picture. There's a guy hanging off a cliff, and he could probably climb up there himself, but oh no, the cliff is also starting to crack. So maybe something bad will happen. Maybe not. But the suspenseful music makes you feel like something bad is going to happen. Let me find the right one. El suspenso es cuando no sabes lo que va a pasar, puede sonar algo alterado. Las notas se empujan unas contra otras de formas que suenan un poco mal. So it just feels weird. The notes that are playing, instead of being spaced apart from each other, they're right next to each other, and that makes it sound wrong. Let's do 2 more. How about sad? So sad music, I don't have to tell you what being sad is, but sad music is when something bad did happen in the movie. Maybe the suspense happened and something happened that made that person sad in the movie. But sad has kind of a smooth sound in this case. It kind of sounds like crying almost. It's amazing how someone made it sound like someone was crying. Esto suena triste como cuando sucede algo malo. Las notas suenan tristes y bajas. So the notes are kind of smooth, but they also have that lower sound that we talked about with the Sad Mary Had a Little Lamb, where they just kind of felt lower and kind of like they got pushed down some. Let's do one more. How about happy ending? So we've had 2 kind of bad feelings. Let's do happy ending. Okay, so happy ending makes you feel like dancing. It makes you feel like getting up and moving. The steady beat for both of these are a lot slower than the one for happy ending. Suspense and sad felt slower because they were sad or they were scary sounding. Now, suspenseful music, scary music might be fast too, but in this case it was kind of slower. But happy ending made you feel happy. So the way the music was written makes you feel the bumpiness of the notes, how they kind of jump and bounce along. They were exciting sounding. They made you feel happy. Just like the smooth, slower notes made you feel sad, and the scary, close together notes made you feel kind of scared and suspenseful. For your exit ticket, listen to the 4 songs on the exit ticket page. Only listen to about the first minute of it unless you want to listen to the whole thing. Make a video after that telling me about one of them. Pick one of the songs and tell me how it made you feel or how you think it was supposed to make you feel and why. So if it was happy, tell me how the music sounded to make you feel happy. If it was sad, tell me how it made you feel sad. Don't just say, it made me feel sad. Tell me how. We've talked this whole time about how the notes sound different to make you feel different things. Tell me about the steady beats. Tell me about how the notes sound together. And I can't wait to see this. Thank you very much. Para su boleto de salida, escuchar las 4 canciones en la página del boleto de salida. Escuche como máximo el primer minuto. Haga un video después de haberlos escuchado. Number 1 me hizo sentir lo que te hizo sentir y por qué. Háblame de los golpes constantes o cómo suenan las notas que lo hacen sonar como ese sentimiento. No puedo esperar a ver cómo te sientes. Have a good week, guys. I'll see some of you back in the classroom next week. Goodbye.